This is Harrison Smith, and you're watching Tony Has Nine Fingers.
What is going on, people? If you can hear behind me, well, actually in front of me right now, it's the title track to the movie I'm about to review. I just watched it. Let's just say you know it's good when you have a metal song made for a movie that's pretty crazy and intense. If you just listen sometime in the background, you'll be able to hear some of the lyrics and whatever. But anyway, I'm about to review this movie, and let me just say, this movie was very fun, entertaining, all over the place, and crazy all at the same time. The movie I'm about to review, if you couldn't tell by the title, is called Bunny the Killer Thing. It is a Finnish horror comedy, and it's a little different than your typical like American horror comedy. I'll get into it, but it's written and directed. First of all, I'm going to kill all these names. I'm horrible with pronunciations, and a lot of these are like Finnish names, so I'm definitely going to horribly butcher all of them. It's written and directed by Joonas Makkonen. Hopefully I said that right. It's also written by Miika J. Norvanto. It stars Enni Ojutkangas. Again, I'm trying my best. It also stars Jari, Manninen. It stars Orwi, Manny, Ameh, among many other people, but I'm not even going to attempt to say those names. So, like I said, this one is all over the place, but it's a fun, all over the place movie. It starts out with this guy and this girl kind of getting attacked by these masked men. You don't know what's going on. You find out, well, I'm not going to tell you what happens in the beginning because you just got to watch it. It starts off crazy. So anyway, this guy gets kidnapped and brought to this place. It's not like a lab. It's just a random, it looks like a garage kind of deal. So he gets kidnapped, and there's a doctor there. Well, you assume he's a doctor. He's dressed up in this like doctor getup, and pretty much they're like, this guy's like, what am I doing here? All of a sudden, he gets injected with this stuff, this serum, I guess you want to call it, and he ends up going nuts. He starts like shaking and all this stuff, and then he breaks out, and then pretty much destroys all these people at this place that he's at. Title screen rolls, and then you kind of find out why it's called Bunny the Killer Thing. He ends up turning into this bunny, but it's not any bunny, it's a killer bunny. And for all those of you who know the term fuck like rabbits, it's because rabbits, are pretty much what you look at, pretty much addicted to sex. So this movie is full of nudity, full of sex, full of dirty jokes, and it's just all over the place fun. The other thing that's interesting about this movie, it's like a hybrid. You have to turn on your subtitles, but it also is in English. It's like semi. It's got some, like, I'm guessing Finnish and American, English-speaking people, and it's just interesting. I've never really seen a movie where it's kind of both. It's usually one or the other. So anyway, this thing's on a rampage, pretty much anything it runs into. The only thing it really says is pussy. It's pretty much a humanoid rabbit kind of deal, and it's got the sex drive of a rabbit. So pretty much it just goes after people, ends up killing them, and then doing its own, thing with them. Pretty much you see it pretty much humping the person after it kills them. So anyway, this group of people end up going to a lodge for a weekend, I guess a getaway, kind of just to have fun or whatever. They end up going, and they end up running into a car that has been broken down on the side of the road, and it's the people are, I believe from England or something. So you get a Finnish and English kind of mix of people. So they end up all going to this cabin, having fun, doing, what they can. Again, there's a lot of nudity and a lot of sex in this movie. So as they're having fun, this bunny man makes his way to this this cottage, and all hell breaks loose. I'm not going to go way too deep into it or go into kills. You just got to watch it. I'm going to say you have to watch this movie because it's all over the place. And the kills are interesting. The deaths are interesting. The way it happens, it's just all over the place fun. It's definitely different than your, like, Tucker and Dale versus Evil kind of horror comedy. But I have to check out more, like, across, the pond kind of deal. I want to check out other, I don't know if all Finnish films are like this, but it definitely, definitely up there for, one of the more zany movies that I've seen, but zany entertaining at the same time. Some movies you watch and it's like, kind of just puts you out of the mood and you're like, it's a little too weird for me. This movie is weird and out there, but it's a fun weird and out there. I'd say definitely go ahead. I picked this off on Amazon, so I'll leave the link to where you can purchase this. But if you're into, just movies that are entertaining and just keep you into the movie and keep you wanting more, this one is definitely up your alley. I can't say I've seen other movies like it. I know there's like Bunny Man Massacre or whatever, but this one is its own kind of beast, I guess you want to call it. The costume is pretty funny. I don't know what to expect with it, but it's an interesting bunny getup, I guess you want to call it. You have to kind of watch it to understand. I'm not going to post pictures or whatever. But this one, I'd say definitely go ahead and check out if you're into something different. This isn't your typical, everyday kind of movie. I've never seen one quite like this. So definitely go ahead, check out Bunny Man, the Killer Thing. Let's just say there's a lot of nudity both ways. There's one scene that had me cracking up, and let's just say it deals with the male genitalia, but I was like, wow, that scene is pretty amazing. So check out Bunny the Killer Thing. I'll leave the link to it. If you're into movies, like different movies, this one is definitely one to go ahead and check out. Again, I'll leave the link to where you can purchase it off of Amazon in the link below. I'll also link everything that I'm associated with, all my other links. Like I always say, I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram where I show off the movies behind me. I got a Horror Amino. I'm part of the Dorkening, which we're, growing slowly but surely. It's pretty much a weekly live podcast where we interview different people from movies, indie movies a lot. We started a video game show, which is now going to air on Thursdays, and then we do a live Sunday show, which yesterday being Sunday, we had Ming Cheng on from the Comic Book Men, so that was pretty fun. So check out the Dorkening as well. Again, I'll leave all the links to everything I talk about in this one. I started up a Patreon page. If you want to help out in any way, I have all these little perks that you can get. So check that out as well. Again, you don't have to do anything if you don't want to. I'm going to keep on making videos here. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for these more reviews. Again, pretty much I do more indie stuff, more, movies that don't get the limelight, don't get the word. So check out my reviews if you're looking for different kind of movies. And yeah, let people know I'm out here. So again, check the show notes, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Let people know I'm out here. And until next time, I'll see you guys. If you found the review you just watched enlightening and you want more of them, go ahead, hit that subscribe button in the corner and check out all the other reviews I have, such as Horror Pack reviews and Netflix and Chiller. If you want to check out all the other things I have, go ahead and check out my Instagram where I show off the movies I have behind me. Or check out my Twitter where I post all my videos and more. If you want to do that, go ahead, hit those buttons, and until next time, I'll see you.